Hey guys, welcome YouTube to squirrel video on Dawngate. I recorded this. I made commentary during the recording, but I don't like it as much. I kind of went a little crazy at some point, and you'll see why. This game can be frustrating at times. I believe it's a this video is gonna be like about 35 minutes. Yeah, so one of the things I didn't like about my commentary during the game is because I was so focused on playing, I couldn't really explain it. So first of all, this is Dawngate. It's a MOBA. I tell people about it. I'm like, hey, you should play this game. It's awesome, but it's closed beta, so people can't. And hopefully, they will be able to in the near future. I think it's up all the time now. It used to be up just every weekend or so. What you saw right there was the summoner skill system. We're just harassing over here. You're gonna watch this guy die and give first blood. You're not gonna watch it because I didn't notice. I didn't think that he would give first blood. I thought we were just harassing. I'm not sure if I like getting Q or E first. I'll explain the moves in a second. So, I really would prefer first blood to happen before I continue, just so... Because I know it's coming. I know it's coming. Come on. Come on, first blood. Look, he's backing at the tower. Oh, he died at the tower. He can back up a little more. Okay. So at this point I was like, what? What the fuck? Alright. And his teammate's like, what the fuck, man? I don't know. I don't know what he's actually saying. Alright, so as you can see, it's Dawngate. It's like League of Legends. The minion situation is very similar. There's 3 melee, 3 range. What else? You don't really get passives. Some characters... It's more like the passive is more about resources. It tells you like how you're going to be able to play this game. So my character, it's like the passive is like symbols over here. What that symbol means is that you can cast your spells freely, is what it's called. And it basically just means like you're like Garen or Katarina, like you have no resource. You just spam your spells whenever they're up. Not, spam, but you can. You rely on cooldowns only. Most of the characters in this game do have that kind of system. It's really, really good. It makes for a more aggressive game, which, if you remember, League of Legends, that's been one of their things, is we don't like denying. We want like the game to be more aggressive. The brush is cool, and this I think does a better job of that. In addition, the summoner, you only get one summoner skill to begin with. And I like that because that also adds to aggression. In League of Legends, it's really silly how sometimes people can have like flash and something else, flash and barrier or whatever. It's really annoying. So in this game, what happens is you get a summoner skill point basically at levels 1, 10, and 20. You don't get a regular skill point during levels 10 and 20. You only get these points. That's why you can level up to 20. It's like the 18 is 5, 5, 5, 3, and then 1 in each. So I like that. I think that's really cool. Very few characters in this game use mana. There are resources, but they're not really mana. This character right here, that's not mana. When she casts her spells, it gives her what is it called, like devotion, and then when she uses, when you see her have like her shield out in front of her, it uses devotion. It basically just makes her more tanky towards everything coming from that direction. And it's not so OP that you can't have it up all the time. You need to be able to have hit people with your spells. But it's pretty easy to get up because, like I said, there's no real mana system, so she can spam her spells. But so can I. Alright, so let's explain some of my champion. Well, they're called shapers in this game. So my Q is that little curse ball. Not that one. It makes a little ball, it curses enemies and deals some damage, and the curse basically makes it so that when they are dealt damage by one of my allies, that right there is what I used. When that happens, when my allies deal damage to them, then they take bonus damage. It's basically like Leona's passive from League of Legends, which is pretty cool. My E is a single target nuke. It slows the target, and it knocks up everyone around the target, kind of like Lulu's ulti. If I can use it on an ally, which I really should do more, I almost never do that on an ally, because I think it will still knock people back away from them. Very useful. In addition, it makes it so that the ally, I think, takes reduced like slow. It's basically like giving somebody tenacity, I believe. The W is really cool. It's really powerful. I should probably level it more often past 1 because it is really powerful. It grants a shield and movement speed to the target, and the cool thing about it is that even though it's kind of weak, the shield, you can cast it up to 3 times. So you can give like 3 teammates movement speed. It's a really cool move. Or you can just like spam shield on somebody if they're taking damage. And right there, we end up getting a kill. That right there is what Ignite looks like. It's called Drain in this game, and it heals for like 90% of the damage that it deals. It's very cool. And the reason I think they made it stronger than Ignite, than like the League of Legends Ignite, is because you can only have 2 summoner. Oh, sorry, 1 summoner in level 1. So if you're taking that over like a more defensive skill, like you better get your money's worth out of it, or your skill points worth out of it. Yeah, and then my ulti is really cool. My ulti sort of gives like a Tarek's ulti aura, where it gives like power to everybody. But then also it can let me teleport to anywhere on the map, and it's not like instant teleport. It actually is like it's almost like Faceless Void from Dota, where like if you are closer to the area, then you'll just like jump there. Like you'll follow a certain speed. I'm trying to shield him, but okay, that worked. So yeah, but if it's across the map, then it takes a while to get to, and you'll see at one point in this game I do. It takes a while. It takes longer than I'd like to get to a certain area when I go bot, which you might see relatively soon. My ally, I think that character's I don't want to call him like OP. I just think he's like slightly too strong. I think his numbers need to be reduced a little bit. I wouldn't call him OP though. That move right there is an AoE linear nuke, kind of like Ari's, and it goes forward and back. And then on the return trip, if that character is in the way, then he gets healed. Look, see? Bam, and he gets healed. And that paw print that was on the floor shows how far the wolf goes. So you can actually use it and back up and still get healed, but you can't back up past the wolf. That paw print is like where it goes to. So if you're behind the paw print, you don't really get anything from it. So I'm just harassing there. The reason I'm staying in this lane right now is because I want to get my item. It costs a little more. Or actually, I should be able to get it now, but I also don't want them to push very hard. Bot lane is not doing too well. We're 2-6 right now. I level up my E because it's single target. Pretty much. I like single target moves over. Like that move is like pretty small radius. It's hard to hit. It's not like the radius increases as I level it. Otherwise, I would definitely get that. And with that, I'm gonna back. So my summoner skill that I took, there's so many summoner skills in this game, it's great. And I love the fact that you get them in-game as opposed to before game. Because you can sort of adapt to what's going on, like no matter what. Because that's like sort of one of the problems is like counterpicking and stuff in League. Is if somebody has like just happens to have really nice summoners against you, then I mean that hurts. Like what if you are playing blind pick and you're like, oh, I'll just like take like exhaust and flash as a support, and then like, oh, they have a see, I think I end up teleporting here. Maybe not. Yeah, I do. See, I end up going way too far away. So I just end up focusing that guy instead of the other guy. But then the other guy dies anyway. He walks into lane and like dies. Then unfortunately, that guy gets another kill. That guy's doing really well. And that guy gets ulti and I'm trying to block it, but I can't. That ulti. And this guy's gonna die too. It's really depressing. I tried to spam my shield on him, but it wasn't enough. Oh my god, dog, shut up. So, yeah, this lane is like really suffering. And this guy is just, I don't know what he's saying. That guy's champion is really, really strong. Oh my god, I hate the barking. Please stop. Before you think like, oh, he's like a dog hater, like that dog, my dog right now is like on a different floor entirely. And it's still that loud. Dachshunds are just extremely loud. So let's see, what else can I talk about? See, I think I like my ulti. The fact that I can just ulti to somewhere that needs me, and it like boosts everyone's power is like really cool. As opposed to Tarek's, which is just like a nuke. I don't know. They do a lot of smart things in this game. Anyway, so my friendly champion right there, Shaper, SKE3KO, SRK3KO, whatever. He, in addition to having that heal, he has a single target nuke. So I just go in on that guy right there. Like the tower's about to die. I don't know why he was there. You'll see even in like League of Legends bot games, if you're like about to kill a tower, like they'll back off. Like they're not stupid. So that was a very stupid move. That guy is worse than beginner bots in terms of like general know-how. He ends up getting really good ultis this game. So I hate to we just like call him a noob. Like he's not a noob, but like that was very sketchy what he did. But you'll see him just completely destroy our team at some point. So redemption. So yeah, so that single target nuke that guy just used, it drops an orb, and if he's in close enough range to that orb, then he'll pick it up as a shield. So that guy gets a shield and a heal, and he's a mage. He's a very like high-powered mage. So I think he does need to be lowered in numbers like little. He's like his sustain is incredible. My support doesn't actually have a heal. I just have that shield and like the ability to make him take reduced damage. So yeah, so I think we get ganked here. The item that I got, every 15 seconds or so, you can see it on cooldown right now, it's passive. It just like heals the nearby player based on like their HP, so it scales into the late game. And you have to get it with this character just because you don't have a heal, and just having that extra heal is like really nice. I missed my Q. The Q is like kind of hard to hit. It has like a delayed hit. Whatever. We're gonna get ganked soon, if memory serves. So that guy's healing. That guy heals so much. You see that? I don't even remember what his other move does. I don't even know if it's important. And his ulti just like what's his ulti like? His ulti is kind of like Swain's, I guess. So I think my friend's gonna die at this point, but he actually doesn't. I just ulti out, and I make sure not to ulti too far away. Because I do want to, if he lived, I wanted to stay there, and it worked out perfectly. So yeah, they're not doing too great pot. There are a couple of shapers that I do think are OP. I think that guy's too strong, but he's not OP, and there are a couple of champions that just need reducing. Personally, any character in any MOBA that has resets of any, maybe not any sort, like some resets are good, but if a character has like a lot of resets or high damage in resets, that like pisses me off. Like Tristana has a reset on her jump. I think that's okay because she's an ADC, like she needs to attack. It can be, and you know, it's a pretty slow looking move. Kha'Zix basically has her move, except he needs to evolve it. But it's faster than hers. Hers kind of like goes in a crazy arc. I think my ally dies before I get there right now, so even he was too cocky. Yeah, his ulti is kind of like Swain's. It shoots like wolves around him, kind of like Swain shoots crows around him. I don't think it heals him, but it's still a lot of damage. It just makes it so like he walks everywhere and everything dies. I really don't even remember his other move. Let's see. What else do I have to talk about? I talked about my skills. Below here you'll see this F symbol. F hockey is everyone starts with a ward. And by when it starts with, I mean everyone starts with the ability to give wards. That's just amazing. So no one has to ever buy wards. You can only have one ward max. And another cool thing about this game, there's no invisibility shapers, and I don't think there will be. There's no such thing as a vision ward. You can't actually destroy each other's wards in this game. And the cooldown is as long as the duration. It's like having the old Wriggles, but passively. It's just amazing. So the maximum amount of wards you can have on the board at the same time is 5, and there's no penalty. So there is a lot of like strategy in knowing where your opponent's wards are and other. That guy's gonna die. It's very depressing, this game. It's 7 to 15, about to be 7 to 16. And at this point, I'm actually 4-0 with this character. I think his name is Dibs. I'm 4-0 with him, and I really don't want to lose. So now I'm just like, let's give up bot. Like we're doing well top. Like let them get those turrets and let's push top. I think it's a much better plan. It hits me again here. I don't actually know why the tower hit me there. I don't think I have like a damage over time thing. Maybe it's because my slow is on him. Maybe that happens. If you see, I just put a ward in that brush. And then he did too. This guy is just gonna own me. I try to do everything I can to survive, and I ulti over there, and my teammates are just up there taking that, which is good. Spirit wells are a source of them, but I ended up leaving my friend to die. And oh, get some nukes here. That's good. I get in a very bad situation here. I end up dying, I believe. I really would prefer to help my team more than anything. So I noticed that the guy is gonna... Do I die? I believe I die. Maybe it doesn't happen yet. No, it definitely happens. Because he comes from behind. He comes from behind us, and I'm just like, I know he's gonna... There he is. And I know he's gonna go for me, so I end up going towards the other guy, and then going back the other way. I think I took way too long to do that, but it doesn't matter because he ultied me. That guy's ulti is just like homing missiles that happens after a delay. I think it's really OP. I don't know why they like come out with some moves that like seem really balanced, like that the move that earlier in the game when I was bot, I was like trying to block, is like 5 hits of like sniper ulti or Caitlyn ulti in League. And it can be blocked. I guess sniper ulti can't be blocked. So it's more like Caitlyn ulti, but it can be blocked. So I was trying to block it. But that move that this guy was using is like very similar, except rather than, first of all, it's not channeling, so that's even better. Then there's the fact that all missiles hit at once instead of one at a time. So it's even it hits. I mean, maybe it's around the same time because the there is like some delay when it shoots out. But I don't know. It's just that character is kind of OP. He has LeBlanc's blink, but we have one too. He's pretty much in every single game. The Spanish guy has that character. Yeah, we're not doing too well. It's 10 to 21. They have over doubled our kills. So this first summoner skill that I took is called Detect. It's basically a group barrier that you've seen me use. It's not as strong as barrier. There is a solo barrier skill in this game. But you know, I'm a support, so I want to help the team. And the second skill that I got is Shirelia's, basically Talisman of Ascension, whatever. I forgot what it's called in Dota. If it is in Dota, I thought there was one in Dota. Maybe not. Or Han. It just like makes everyone faster. So really good support skills. Zhonya's actor from League is one of these summoner skills. There's no item that does it. There's summoner skills. There's a cleanse. There's an exhaust. There's the ignite that you saw. There's the blink. There's like Shirelia's for your. It's like ghost. There's ghost for yourself. There's yeah. It's kind of like in this game. It's like Smite. If you've ever played Smite. Smite has actives that you purchase in game instead of getting them free like in this game, but like Zhonya's and Cleanse, like they're all like that. Oh, and we get Parasite here. We get the steal. I believe it was Mr. Spanish guy that got it, and with Parasite, which is like Baron, we end up doing really well. I make sure to stick by that guy because I don't want him to get ultied. Like I said, I can block it, and this guy just stays here, and then this guy's here. And looks like we might die, but he blinks out, and they end up going to the right. So we actually end up doing well. And they go to the right to protect their team because he ends up killing somebody. That guy is really powerful, that jungler. I do think that move is a little too strong as well. But we end up getting another kill here. And since we took Baron, Parasite in this game, we're in pretty good shape. And so here's an interesting little chase here. This guy was trying to back, I'm assuming. Oh, he's over there. So I'm like, dude, watch out, like, you're low health. And I'm like, how am I going to be able to protect this guy? I really don't know. So this guy's actually staying. He wants to get the kill, and I'm just spamming him. This guy's doing a really good job of baiting. And I'm like, no, there's no way he's here. And then he's still here! Every single time I, like, think he's not going to be there, he ends up being there. Give him some bubbles and some heals and some shields. Because remember, every 15 seconds, I heal somebody with that passive, so yeah, this guy, we just kill him. It was great. So it was huge for morale. Huge for morale. We got Parasite, we got kills. We're only 9 kills down. And I'm just gonna go back to farming, even though I'm a support, because no one's defending this lane. That's a very interesting thing that I never noted in this game. When I said it was good for morale, you might think that it wasn't great for morale, since 3 people actually did vote yes, or maybe not. Maybe they didn't vote yes, but we had enough votes to basically deny it. So even if like 3 people had said yes, it would have turned it down, and that's all I really wanted. If it had not for that fight, I think everyone would have surrendered except for me. Like I said, I really didn't want to surrender. So that important thing that I didn't note about this game, there are only 2 lanes. So each lane has a support, or you know, like a kill lane sort of mentality, and I think that's really cool. The 2 lane feature. They basically just like looked at the game and they see, there's that ulti. I told you that guy like owned my team at some point. That redemption, that guy basically just like AoE stuns everybody, and it's like Sejuani ulti. That character has Sejuani ulti, and I get really cocky here and I'm like, oh, I can bait it. And look, I'm like, hey, I'll just stay around the sheep. He can blink to the sheep, but he doesn't. And then I just like, he absolutely baited me. I didn't think he'd be able to kill me, and he can't, but then that guy is really farmed and just destroys me. And we can't even kill that guy because this guy does no damage, and then he dies too, and his ulti doesn't even kill that guy, so that was bad for morale. I don't do that, I said, to the AoE stun where everyone was sticking around together. It was very silly. Let's see, what else do I have to talk about? Okay, so I guess I'll talk about the spirit wells. So the spirit wells in the 4 corners of the map, you can see here, 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 here. It starts with 2 blue, 2 red, and they're locked. You can't take them from each other, but you can kill the miners. It spawns miners that grant free kill. Look at this. Did you see that over half HP he just killed them? Like I said, that character does need a nerf. But he knows he's not going to get out here, so he just fights. And he fights the tank for some reason. He may have been able to kill the other guy, but yeah. I was like, focus the tank? What? Well, whatever. He's like, I got the other guy. And I was like, yeah, good job. Because you want that morale. You can see these things around our base. I'll tell you what that is later. That's relatively new. This is part of the new map design. Parasite used to be different as well. It used to be just barren straight up. It was very, very powerful. And then this guy, this is bad for morale because it's one guy. This is one guy, and I'm just like doing everything I can to like help my team. My tailwind is about to come up. I know he's gonna blink over here. It's pretty obvious. You can see where he's gonna blink to. This guy's healing like crazy. That doesn't kill him. And I tailwind, and they just like back off, and that pisses me off a lot. So 4 of us can't kill him, and I think I say to my team, we can't focus him at all, because if 4 of us can't take him in a 1v4, then we're absolutely not going to kill him. So anyway, the Spirit Wells spawns miners to get Vim. Vim is gold in this game. So you get Vim from these miners, but they can be killed by enemies, and they actually do give gold when you kill them too, so it is nice to kill them. And you can actually take control of another person's Spirit Well. After I don't remember how much time it takes for them to be unlocked, but yeah, a team can have 4. These key bindings are turrets. They used to respawn. They don't anymore because it was kind of unbalanced. Yeah, I think it was a good idea to try it, but it was a failure. I think the idea behind it was that it can help a team come back. And this guy was here. I mean, this really pissed me off. I'm not going to rewind it or anything, but like, this guy, I saw it on the minimap, like he was around here, and I saw these 2 motherfuckers just like farming creeps. I'm just like, are you serious? So I'm like the bane of that guy's existence. I'm following him and just making him wish that he didn't do stupid moves. And I'm just like trying to back, and I'm like, I'm not there. And then they go in, they die, and I'm just like, I wanted to back, I wanted to get, I said my god, but I failed and did my goid. And then he blinks. I guess he kind of needed to, I'm not sure. He misses that because he gets stunned. At this point, I'm like really upset. I just slow him. That guy's really fucking tanky. He was one of my first like really good champions. He's probably my first good champion that I ever started using. And I'm about to die, and I'm very upset. And I barely fucking live, but my teammate's not so lucky. As you saw, that huge glowing barrier that everyone on my team had, that was my detect. So it's a really good move. It actually made me live. I might have been able to make my teammate survive if I spammed my shield on him. I think I shielded myself instead, I'm not sure. Well, that was bad. So, 19 to 50... I'm sorry, not 1954. That's the strength of your spirit wells, I believe. It's 20 to 30. So we're 10 kills behind. We're actually staying relatively close to them. And I'm just like, let's go to Parasite. This is a good opportunity to get Parasite because they just backed off. And I might as well just like help my lane push over here. So as you can see, both, you can actually see it on top. This right here is the spirit well indicator. So this one's locked, but everyone else is up for the taking, is up for grabs. So I think I want to just put a ward. I know that they put a ward here. I saw it, and I say it's warded. But I do need a ward over here. Yep, and I see him over there. So we know that they're there. We know that they see us. I'm very proud of that ward placement. Look at this. Look at this guy trying to sneak in, staying along the edge. Parasite does like those AoE moves and stuff. Very strong. But this guy's like trying to take us on by himself, and you've seen how much damage this guy does. So he just dies, and he tries to blink in and thinking that we're gonna like he may be able to steal Parasite, but because this guy backed off, he doesn't. Very good play. Very poor play on his part. That guy does a lot of really. That guy is probably the reason they lose. We've seen us catch him 3 times this game. It's very sad for somebody who should have been much stronger than that. I'm like, stay together but not that close, because I'm really afraid that the team's just gonna get owned by that AoE shit. And that guy right there is a carry, so he did a lot of damage to my teammate right there, but he's also not in the greatest shape. I'm just giving shields and movement speed to everybody, trying to be useful, and I'm like, oh, let's bait out some shit. Whatever. And the guy uses his AoE ulti on just him, and he like heals it right back. So that's down. It's a very good time for us to engage, and that guy just runs in and takes full advantage of it. That guy is probably the most important character on our team right now. And look at him, just like so good. When he ultis, he just like heals a lot and soaks up everything. And we just go in, and I'm like ulti, and in addition to me getting that teleport, I give power to everybody around me. And that guy blinks in, we get that kill. It's really good for us. Looks like the other 2 are going to get away, but we take down that binding. We might get another one. The bindings are really close to each other, but I think there are 3 bindings? No, it's the same as the other games. So that guy goes in, I'm like, no, my ally, I must protect him. And he actually does a decent job of evading a lot of damage. And we get another kill. So that guy's on a killing spree now. He's redeemed himself. So here's where I'm going to talk about this. I'm not really sure what each one does, but each of these 5 cores are responsible for an ability that this guy has. As you can see, he does like a lot of cool abilities. They're very powerful. They used to suck, but now they're like actually really good. Look at that one. Oh my god, that one's so scary. I love this game. So yeah, this didn't used to be like that, but I like the way it is now. So I'm like, okay, we got all these. We just need one more. Get the one in the back. That one right there. And they do like a terrible thing and just like get owned. This guy snares them into this thing, and this guy actually stays. I'm very pissed because I'm like, why aren't you backing? And I can't even back now. I'm stuck here. I'm very upset. So I'm like, I'll protect you, but I can't. And I was just like, I'll take it. And I get the kill. So here I want you to note that I could possibly go for the spirit wall right here to take it. But since we're 2 and 2, our mining is actually this. I think 54 is max. So we both have 54. So that's actually fine. As long as we're even in you know, them making, then it's okay. Because they're not, so long as they're not getting an advantage over us, then it's okay. So I could have gone for it, and I'm like, no, don't do that, because they're like all top. They're all there. They're coming up from base. It would have been a very bad move, and that's noteworthy later. So we're actually doing pretty well here. It's 27 to 34. We're only 7 kills down. We're even in the spirit well department. We've gotten 2 parasites. We keep catching that motherfucker, and we just absolutely destroyed everything they have. As you can see, they have the Nexus, and this one core that's still up. The cores do respawn. I don't think anything else respawns. Maybe the tower, the base towers respawn. I don't know. Maybe not. But we're doing really well right now. We just need one good push. And that motherfucker, remember I'm talking about how you shouldn't take spirit wells, you know, across the map because you're in a bad position? This guy, remember I said how he loses them the game? This is just like, this is getting old. This is getting real old. And look at this guy. This guy was on a killing spree, right? This guy, after being 0 whatever, ends up just doing really well there. And look at this Jukes. He blinks over, then he uses that LeBlanc move, where he jumps over, but then he goes back to his previous place. And because I ultied in a really smart position, basically stopping him from going, you know, getting out, we end up just getting the kill, and it's a 4v5, and it's really, really good for us. Really good for us. I probably should have given this guy karma in the end. I'll explain that. But yeah, and then this guy, and then this guy. And I gotta protect this guy. Look at this. He was bleeding and my shield protected him. So we're in a very, we're just gonna win right here. That guy blinks out again, not enough. So very good for us. Very, very good for us. This game's pretty much over. I'm not sure who he was saying to report. Kale? I'm not sure which one was Kale. Oh, it might have been the guy I said lost in the game. Yeah. You can't really report somebody for just making poor decisions. I mean, maybe there's an option for it. I haven't really tried. I'm getting owned by this guy, and I'm like, no, just take it down, 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 and we take it down. Enemy Guardian has been slayed, and look at this, he gets dragged down. The animation for it is amazing. Oh, I love this game. Victory. Dibs is the coolest. Can't believe we won this. So this is the karma system. I think I give karma to everyone except for the guy who fed in the beginning. I really should have given him karma because he did catch that guy. He was on a killing spree towards the end. I don't think he died after a while, but because of that 0-8 shit, I ended up not giving him karma. So karma in this game is like in League of Legends when you give people rewards, it's like they get a ribbon. It's like the most useless motherfucking shit. Here you actually get rewards, and here's how it goes. First you get this, which I'm not sure how this works, but I ended up getting a huge score from it. Usually I'm like 200s, 300s. I got grand by myself. So this is like how good your reward is. And first one obviously helps. And I get the full benefit. I get Divine, it's the max reward. You have a chance of getting a Shaper. I've only gotten it once before this game, and I didn't get a Shaper from it. I was very unhappy. Not unhappy, you know, it was Divine. And I get a Shaper from it. I get a carry, which is cool. I'm just going to pause right here. So this is for like a rune page. This is like your golden game to purchase shapers and stuff. But I got a free shaper just because that was a good game. That's, I don't know. This game is so fun. I love it. Hope you enjoyed watching. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm probably going to make another video explaining the rune page system. The loadout is what it's called. And yeah, I can't wait for more people to join in on the Dawngate fun. Thanks for watching.